On July 27, 2015, Trill Withers tweeted, "She just having a little sex bro. She gonna text you back, no worries." This is the Museum of Twitter, the show we talk about the most important tweets in the history of Twitter.com. If there was ever a tweet that was like a literal punch to the gut, it is this tweet. This is a tweet that Coley Mick called the single worst usage of the English language ever all time. And it's understandable why. It is a psychodrama that many men have gone through in this day and age. Texting a girl or texting whoever you're interested in and being like, wait, why are they not getting back to me? Could it possibly be because they're with someone else? And instead of saying, no, that's ridiculous, Trill Withers leans into that fear. But he reassures you. He says, no, she's having sex with someone else, but she'll text you back, no worries. It is both reassuring and also digging the knife deeper. And so to understand where this tweet came from, the impact it's had, I had to talk to Trill Withers myself. So I got in contact with Tyler, his real name, he's obviously not named Trill Withers, and we chatted a little bit about this tweet. So Tyler, if I could take you back to 2015, do you remember where this tweet came from?
Sadly, I do. A very deep and dark place. A thing I don't know if people notice or point out about that tweet. It came at 1:50 in the morning, 1:50 a.m. local time. So that was me having that realization for myself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are like, why would you tweet this? Oh, you've hurt so many people with this. And I say, it was 1:50 in the morning. I wasn't thinking about you at all. It was my own realization, Jake. That's what led me to that from a dark place.
And did you ever get clarification on that, or is that still something you're not sure what she was doing when she wasn't texting you back?
Oh no, I'm certain. I was spot on. I nailed it.
Oh, okay.
I called it, but that's the realization that you say, you know what? She's her own person. She could do whatever she likes, and she'll text me when she's done.
And yeah, so what was the impetus to make it that tone? Because I think a lot of people have observed, like, if she's not texting you back, she's with another guy, and that comes off as like incel-ish and annoying.
Sure.
What was it to have like an ironic like reassurance? What led to you putting it that way?
I mean, it's really because at that point, there are two paths. Which road are you going to go down? You're going to go down the incel path. You're going to go down the, I guess you'll text me when she died. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean you sitting at home waiting every beck and call for that text per se, but you got to say, okay, she or he, whoever has their own life. I got my own life. We'll talk afterwards.
See, because that's the way that I've always interpreted it, and I know people are very hurt by it, but I always kind of think of it as a positive. Like, yeah, man, she'll text you back. If she wants to text you back, you know. Are you surprised that people are so hurt by it?
No, when you're coming to that realization for yourself, that's not the road you want to see and take. So no, people being hurt by it, they beg me to take it down. I won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
The medicine tastes bad sometimes, but it's good for you in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a notable person who retweeted it or shared like a moment with the tweet that sticks out in your mind?
With that one
thing I was seeing is that multiple people retweet it every year on Valentine's Day. I don't know if you get an uptick on Valentine's Day.
It's one of those, I think when Twitter or X allows you to mute conversations, I think it's one of the first ones
for sure
that I muted because all the quote tweets. Again, I leave it up. Everybody can have their fun or not fun with it, but no, I had to mute the notifications on that one pretty quick.
Yeah, because if you go through the quote tweets, and I'll share some of them in this episode, people are in pain. People use it as a place to wail out in pain.
They weren't ready to take the medicine yet. Because I've also seen people, like, every once in a while you go back to it. People have come back to it and it's like, you know what? He was right.
And do you feel like you're at a place now where you're completely at peace with that sort of thing?
I was the second I sent it, that was me being at peace. Like, that was the realization. That was like light bulb over my head. Once I sent it, that's when I was like, it's out of my hands, out of my head, and not out of the head of a lot of people that are still tormenting.
I really want to thank Tyler for coming on to talk about this tweet. I do really think that the tone of it is what makes it timeless. Specifically the phrase, just having a little sex bro. The way that it talks about what is clearly the guy in question's worst fear as if it's no big deal is just funny. But like I said, it really torments people. And they post about it. Mike Golick Jr. said in 2021, so 6 years after the tweet was tweeted, this tweet is never going to leave me alone, is it? Mercando Asami says, sometimes I think about this tweet and wake up in a cold sweat. Similarly, Shaft Dubois says, long after after this website is dead and gone, this tweet will always keep me up at night. Trey Smith retweeted it before Halloween in 2021, saying that it is the spookiest tweet on the website. And perhaps the response that best summed up the way that people feel about this tweet, Figatron3000 quoted it with the screenshot from the movie The Happening where the guy lays in front of the moving lawnmower. As I also mentioned earlier, people retweeted on Valentine's Day like Alex Press did even in 2024, and people like to compare it to other things. For example, when The Onion read a headline that read, "Study, women always answer their phones unless they're having great sex with someone else." Zito quote tweeted that and said, "The headline that's basically this classic tweet." Also, one thing I did find particularly funny is last year someone posted a photo of Willem Dafoe's character Nosferatu with a speech bubble, and he is saying, "She just having a little sex, bro. She gonna text you back, no worries." Because that is kind of what he's telling Nick Holt the whole time. And I think Robbie Fox asked an important question in the replies. How could anybody live life after seeing this tweet? But Trill Withers actually responds, and I think he gives a good capstone to this episode. It touches your soul, and you transition from living to merely existing. I apologize if this tweet negatively affected you upon hearing it, but you know what? That's what poetry does. It touches the soul. Follow me for a new tweet every day, and consider subscribing to my Patreon, patreon.com/Museum of Twitter. We get the weekly bonus episode, The Museum of Not Twitter, and you can vote on what I cover on Subscriber Sundays.